Beecher Island, Part 2, the US Cavalry version. The hot summer of 1868. 600 miles of way stations were burned from Liberty Farm, Nebraska to Big Sandy, Utah. As more and more settlers moved westward, there were more and more Plains Indians outbreaks. As each culture fought for land, horses, guns, and ammo, along with broken treaties and intolerance that existed on both sides. General Philip Sheridan ordered Major General A. Forsyth to select 50 able-bodied citizen scouts to assist in finding the raiding Indians, which was no easy task, as the U.S. Army knew. The Indian warriors had a great ability and skill to strike without warning and disappear just as quickly, leaving little or no trace. Lieutenant Fred H. Beecher was assigned second in command on the 20th of August, 1868. The 50 or so scouts set out from Fort Wallace, Kansas, searching for the raiding party of Indians. There was an attack on the town of Sheridan, Kansas on September the 10th, 1868. On the 16th of September, the scouts entered a valley on the Rickassee Fork of the Republican River. Here they made camp on the bank of the stream, directly across from a small island in the riverbed. As for this journey, the scouts were equipped with a blanket, a saddle and a bridle, a lariat and picket pin, a canteen, haversack, butcher knife, a tin plate and a cup, a Colt revolver, 140 rounds of rifle ammunition, and 30 rounds of revolver ammunition per man, and 7 days of cooked rations. The rifle was a 7-shot Spencer repeating rifle. Early the next morning, the first Indians were sighted. They unsuccessfully tried to stampede the scouts' horses and mules. As it got lighter that morning, Colonel Forsyth saw an even greater number of Indian warriors. Some say there was around 600 or so, they claimed. Colonel Forsyth immediately gave orders to go to the island and form a circle facing outward with the horses and mules tied to the bushes. The scouts battled the Indians from this position for the next 4 days, repelling charge after charge. The Cheyenne Dog's great warrior and leader Roman Nose, along with medicine men, were killed the first day. Colonel Forsyth had been shot and wounded several times. Lieutenant Beecher was killed in the first onslaught by the Indian warriors, along with many horses and mules, which the scouts used for protection and food as their rations ran out. Colonel Forsyth selected 2 scouts to go to Fort Wallace for much needed help. As the fighting continued, day after day, 2 more scouts were sent to Fort Wallace, fearing that the first 2 scouts had been killed. Eventually, all 4 scouts did reach Fort Wallace for much needed help. The last part will cover the rescue by the Buffalo Soldiers of the 10th Cavalry H Company.